Hey YouTube friends, it's Lainey here. I'm so excited to film this video today on our bilingual education, just tips and tricks about a year into parenthood. I am super passionate about this. I feel like it's growing as I grow into being a mom. Manny can speak full Spanish, and I just took about 2 years of Spanish in high school, so that's kind of our backgrounds. But it's just so cool because his family can speak it fully. And like I said, I had that intro in high school, but basically, if you guys see our channel and follow a little bit more of our story, we're high school sweethearts, so we've been together for 10 years plus. And so I've been around, the Spanish speaking, but it is difficult to learn, as you guys have probably heard and know yourself as an adult. And so having our daughter now, I get super passionate about wanting to try the best that I can to introduce both languages to her, even sign language, which I'll get into in this video, but really just doing the best I can to introduce these things to her so that she can have that gift, and take it, as it comes to her. It's such a blessing to have his family that can fully speak Spanish. And in my heart, I know, okay, even if I can't fully conversate, I can do different vocabulary words, put on different songs, read her different books, and then as she's talking to her family, as Manny's speaking it to her in full conversations, prayer is that all of that repetition can just grow and she'll be able to know both languages. And as Manny says, he's like, when you learn it from a young age, he just says he doesn't even remember learning it, which is so cool. Manny also says that when people are speaking both languages or when he's switching back and forth, he doesn't even realize the switch. That's how natural it is. And I just think that's the coolest gift ever because I have that same experience. It's hard for me. Oftentimes I say it hurts my brain because if you think about it, when your brain is so used to speaking one language, when you're trying to tell your brain to conversate in a whole new language, it takes a lot of mental capacity to do that. And so if I know a certain vocabulary word in Spanish or a certain verb conjugation, I'm celebrating. But then I'm in the conversation and I'm like, okay, Lainey, what's the response to this question that you just got? So that's kind of the stage I'm in, to where I'm trying to grow. I've grown a lot since having Sienna in my confidence in vocabulary words again, because just repetition with her, hearing it in shows and songs, it's really helped me too. But over the years, I really want to get better at conversating and having that confidence. So if you guys can relate, let me know in the comments. I'm here with you learning as I go, but I really was just so excited, like I said, a year into motherhood and parenthood, to show you guys some of the things that we've been trying to show Sienna to implement Spanish, English, and a little bit of sign language as well. Okay, so first topic of the video is just talking through everything we do. That's really something that I learned when I worked at a daycare in preschool. I also nannied for a little boy that was had just been born, was 3 weeks old up until he was a year and a half. And I really implemented what I had learned at the daycare with infant to toddler age, 1 through 2. I love that age so much because they're learning to walk, they're learning to talk, they're hilarious, and that's the age our daughter's at right now. And so it's really been so cool to take those skills that I learned as a nanny at the daycare and really see how their development is just beautiful. Their brains are just soaking up everything around them, and repetition is so huge. And so that's why talking through everything you do is very, very impactful. And so I really tried to do that as much as I can. Obviously, we're not perfect. Some days it's just English. Some days I'm okay, babe, speak Spanish to her. I'm gonna go, it's as we can, we're trying. But I think one of the biggest things was introducing actually sign language early on. So around probably the 6-month mark, maybe when she started eating, we started to do simple sign language more, please, thank you, all done. And there's also milk. There's also some other ones, but basically those were the basic ones. We just started doing signs as we talked through these words. And then we would also say más, por favor, gracias. I think it's ya terminé in Spanish, but basically we just started talking through all of these things in each language. Don't let it discourage you if your baby isn't showing that they're doing any of these signs yet and it's been a couple months. Trust me, the repetition is gonna be worth it. They're learning, and one day they're just gonna be able to do it, and they're gonna be like this, and you're gonna be like, what? They're telling me more. And so I just feel like this was so huge with early communication, because oftentimes during eating, during play, cry, when they want something, it's hard to understand what they're wanting. And so that sign language is so helpful if you're watching them or if someone else in your life is watching them, for them to be able to show those signs. So to get into sign language a little bit more, I'm gonna show you guys a couple books that we've loved. So if you guys are familiar, this is the Love Every brand. This is the Mis Primeras Señales book, so it's pretty cool because it's in Spanish and also shows sign language for different meal times and things like that. And then we also have this book, Mita's First Signs. It's really cute. So let me show you guys each of these in the inside. So it says, ayúdame, por favor, basically help, please. So it shows how to say help. So it shows how to say all done. It says, papi, I want, yo quiero más. And Sienna will just look at this and, like, you know, probably recognize herself in these moments of like, oh, I say more when I'm wanting more during meal times. This is Mita's book. It's super cute and interactive. Pull it out like this. She says, eat more here on this page. And then this one says all done. So it kind of just works through all done, eat more, please, thank you, hungry, milk, ball, play, love, and yeah, super adorable. So hopefully these book resources are helpful for you guys if you're looking for a few little sign language books to wrap it all together for your child. All right, so to continue into the book section of this video, you guys, we have a ton of books to share. They've been so helpful with this repetition, and we love these. These are the indestructible books, okay? When you get them, you may think, hey, these are flimsy, what is this? But you guys, this is beautiful for your kids at the age they're at. So whether it's 4 months and they're chewing on it and slobbering all over it, or they're a year old and they're able to actually, you know, interact with it and turn the pages, they're indestructible. So as you can see, they're so wrinkled, they're washable, chewable, they're amazing. And they have bilingual Spanish versions as well. We have this one that's all about eating, and on the pages it talks about the different colors of food, and then it gives all of the food names. It's super fun. It says, los alimentos de color verde son apetitosos, which means green foods are delectable. So you guys, I've learned a ton reading these over and over again. It's adorable. It says, hola granja, hello farm. It goes through all of the little farm animals, and it just says, hola ovejas, hello sheep. Hola gallinas, hola cerdos, and our daughter loves farm animals, so this has definitely been one of her favorites. So you guys, we highly recommend these. Everything that we recommend will be linked in the description below because I think they could be awesome gift ideas as well. All right, so to get into more books, we're gonna fly through these ones, but you guys, there's so many bilingual education books out there. Like, we probably have so many more out there that we can add to her library, but these are some of the ones that we've been loving. So this one is Colors and Colores, so it goes over both English and Spanish. This one is the First 100 Words book, but it's the Spanish version, so it goes over each of those words, but in both Spanish and English. This one's so cute. It's called Besos for Baby. It's so sweet. It says, the sun shines kisses in a golden blur. Besos, sol, besos. And yeah, she's loved this one. There's a bunch of cute pages on just different Spanish and English terms like mom, dad, cat, different things like that. So this one is a super cute book. Okay, this one was one of the ones that I found when I nannied. I loved it so much. So it's ABC Spanish. The pictures in it are super cute. It shows a bunch of different animals and it goes through the alphabet. As we've read this one over and over to her, you know, she starts to remember what's on each page. It's really cute. She thinks that little boy is her cousin, so she'll say his name on that one. But yeah, super cute, both English and Spanish with these animals and different words. This one we actually found at a yard sale from our neighbor down the road. One weekend we just went down to check out their yard sale, and she actually has a bilingual speaking granddaughter as well. And so she was getting rid of some of her old books, and so we could not pass it up. This one is The Little Blue Truck in Spanish. So this one challenges me, you guys. There's a lot of words in this one, and I mean, I don't want to like be hard on myself, but I feel like I sound funny when I'm reading this, and Sienna's just like, oh mom, and she's like not used to me speaking in full-on sentences, but it helps me. If you're wanting a more advanced version. This little blue truck in Spanish is a great one. This set here, we were actually gifted for her first birthday, so it's so cute. It comes in this box and it says, my first English and Espanol learning library. So it goes through a bunch of different ones like numbers, colors, animals, fruits, vegetables, birds. She loves little handheld books like this. They're perfect for them to hold and turn the pages. So again, in both English and Spanish. This was an awesome one that we got gifted for her first birthday as well. It's one of the Leapfrog word books. And so they have a bunch of different categories here like pets, animals, fruits, food. They can easily turn these pages and it's really cool and interactive. You can turn on the volume here. They have both English and Spanish. They have little sounds and they also have, they'll say the animal name, they'll say the animal sound, and she just has loved this one so much. They have a bunch of different categories, but this has been a great one as another more advanced version as well. Okay, so now to kind of talk a little bit more about the Love Every brand. We have not subscribed to their toy subscription, but we were generously given these from my sister, so shout out to her because we have loved these. Sienna has loved these so much. We love the Love Every brand for their different things that they create. We had their play mat, but we have just loved these books so much. Since my sister was a part of the Love Every subscription, I think she was able to get access to these books, and basically they have them in the English version and then Spanish, as far as I know. And so she got us each of these in the Spanish versions, and then it came with this little one as well. So this little handheld book is all about animals in English and Spanish. These two here are all about opposites. I love these because they're so real and applicable. And Sienna, like there's one, this one's up, down, arriba, abajo, and then this one here is how I feel. And it shows emotions, and so that really helped her learn through different emotions like surprised, triste, all of those things, happy. It's so, so cute. And then this one is parts of my body. So this one has also helped her just recognize ojos, pelo, different things like that. So these are great, you guys. They're high quality, and I just really, really recommend those Love Every books if you can get your hands on them. Now I'm gonna quickly show you guys a few show resources. As you guys probably know, Miss Rachel on YouTube, she's amazing. She talks through things so clearly, does a bunch of songs in sign language as well, so we have loved her. Great Spanish version of Miss Rachel for us has been Miss Alejandra. She talks through a lot of the same things, a lot of the same songs, but does them in Spanish. Sienna has really, really loved her. This one, you guys, she has loved probably starting around 6 to 8 months. We started putting Canticos on, maybe in a car ride, listening to that music during travel, different things like that, and it just calmed her. It's kids' nursery rhymes, but they do them in both Spanish and English, and you guys, they're adorable. We were actually listening to the soundtrack this morning during breakfast, so you can get them on Apple, just your Apple Music as well if you don't want to do like the YouTube show. Basically, you could just have their songs play in a car ride, like I said, during breakfast, things like that, and she has started to definitely pretend to sing these songs because she memorizes them and has learned them over time. Alright guys, well that wraps up this video. I hope this could be an awesome resource for you. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Drop a comment if you're in the same stage of life, whether you have a little one or a growing toddler. We would love, love, love to connect. And there's also Facebook groups on bilingual education as well. We haven't really leaned into those just yet, but excited to see as Sienna keeps growing and we're doing more activities with her, how we can get ideas on those Facebook groups. So definitely check out all of these resources. Again, all of these book ideas and shows will be linked in the description below. These are great, great gift ideas for parents in your life that you know want to implement bilingual education. I know sometimes it's hard to have to like research all of these tools, and so that's why I really wanted to just create this video resource for you to come to, get some great book ideas, hear a little bit about our experience, and again, we're learning as we go every single day. As a non-Spanish speaker, like it's one of my biggest goals in life to get to that point, like I said, where I can conversate. So I love sharing that goal with you guys. Can't wait to see how my Spanish grows over the years as we continue to just speak it to our children. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully this video can be an encouragement to you as you continue to show your little one more bilingual resources as they grow up.